Hey guys! Today I'm so excited to be sharing this page with you. I'm mostly going to be doing a lot of stamping. I'm working with stamps from Kelly Purkey's latest release that actually just came out today, so I'll link all that stuff down below. And yeah, let's get started. I'm just picking cards. For this page I have mostly photos, all very busy, bright, vibrant photos, so I wanted to play it really neutral with the papers and cards that I was using. So I just used the Becky Higgins Everyday Edition 6x6 paper pad, which I've used so many times in so many other videos. Clearly it's one of my favorites. But yeah, and now I am, wow, all of that just fell. That's great. I'm going to use that stamp that I just pulled from the, what is this called? The Around Town Stamp Set. It's a checklist stamp that says favorite place, repeat customer, and my second home, and like little check boxes next to everything. I thought this was really appropriate because my family has this thing where if we go to one new place, like a new place to eat or just any new place, we'll just continue going there for weeks until we find somewhere else to go over and over again. My family doesn't know what moderation is or anything like that, so that's usually how it goes when we find somewhere new to go. And my sister showed us this place that had really good crepes and bubble tea, and she went there, I think, because of my family, 4 times in like the span of 3 days. So that's what we usually do. So I thought that stamp was really perfect, and I just end up checking the box that says repeat customer. But yeah, and I'm using the, what ink is that? I think it's a ink from A Beautiful Mess. I'm trying to read the ink, but True Blue, I think. But yeah, I thought it looked nice with the rest of the page since it's very blue-green. So I wanted to bring that out. And now I'm going to stamp on vellum. It had occurred to me when I was putting this page together that I don't think I've ever stamped on vellum using like ink that wasn't StazOn ink. I don't know why. I think I just had the, I thought that it wouldn't dry well. But I did do it this time and it worked really well, and I like the way it turned out. So I'm just going to go ahead and use the stamp set that also came out this month called, what's this called? Miranda. It coordinates very well with the Dalton and Walter stamp sets, which you can also check out in the shop. If you're just starting out stamping, I would definitely recommend these stamp sets. They're very simple alphabets that go with anything, very versatile, will match literally anything you make. So if you're just starting out and you want some guidance on kind of like essential items that you need to start out, I would definitely get a solid stamp set, and Kelly has a bunch of them which you can check out. But yeah, so now I'm just going to stamp all that down. I'm using the, I think it's Peas Ink from A Beautiful Mess also. I'm not sure. But again, bringing out the green, and yeah, still staying pretty subtle since it's on vellum and it's kind of like a hazy kind of color. It doesn't, I feel like when you stamp on vellum, it just makes it more subdued and more subtle, which is great if you have very busy, colorful photos. You don't want to overwhelm the page. So I thought that worked out very well. And then I'm going to go ahead with the Dalton Alpha and use it as an outline. I didn't want to use black ink because I thought it might be too harsh, so I went with, what is that, slate gray, I think, from Studio Calico. And next I'm going to go back in with that stamp set from the main kit this month called Around Town, and there's a stamp that says Around Town, and I'm just going to stamp that onto some white cardstock and cut it out just to add some layers and embellishment. I didn't do any embellishing other than stamping on this page because I didn't want to go too crazy, since as you can see there's a lot going on in the pictures and there's not a lot of white space. So I just wanted to let the pictures speak for themselves and highlight on the events using the stamp sets. So I'm just going to cut that out, and clearly I'm doing it out of frame. My bad, sorry guys. I need to frame myself better when I film. But yeah, and I thought that'd be really cute against that plus sign background. now I'm going to go ahead and stick that piece of vellum onto the cardstock now that it's dried. It didn't take that long to dry, I don't think. I just kind of set it aside for a little while I worked on everything else. And I'm just going to use some regular adhesive. I usually don't stick down large pieces of vellum onto cardstock, so I wasn't sure how it would go, because usually when I'm sticking things down on vellum, or sticking vellum down on things, it's usually a small piece. So I was kind of worried that you would be able to see the adhesive through the vellum, but it's not too bad. You can see it a little bit, but it doesn't bother me enough for me to change it. And then I just stamped Out and About on top of the Happy Sunday just to add a little more embellishment and use the stamp set because it's really cute. I like it a lot. I like this stamp set because it works well for when you're going out and also when you're just hanging out at home. It is very like home and local oriented, but that doesn't necessarily mean it has to be strictly for home, local related things. And now I'm taking that really cute geotag stamp that has a heart in it. I've been waiting for a really cute geotag stamp, like one that's sized enough that you could use it on a page. So this one was really cute, and I'm just going to stamp it down on some white cardstock in that Ultra Blue ink and cut it out. And I think it goes on that bottom right hand photo. I think I end up shuffling the cards as well. I know I want to bring the blue in elsewhere, so I'm trying to figure out how I want to do that. And here's a look at the final page. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Let me know if you have any questions or comments about anything I've used or done in this video. I will link all the supplies down below, and be sure to check out the rest of the stuff that Kelly has put out this month. And yeah, please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll talk to you guys next time.